Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be doing the second part of the Fossils and Archaeology mod review. And before it gets too late into the intro, I just want to go out and say, please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. And if I helped you out, please leave a comment down below saying that I did so. Anyway, before we start this, I wanted to address something, that this is going to be the second part of the video. The third part will be coming out tomorrow, which should be Monday. And I will be going over the boss battle in the third video. Now the boss battle is going to be taking place on my survival server with me and my friend. And he will be joining me in the boss battle. So we are going to be using only items from Fossils and Archaeology that we have gathered. And actually maybe a couple guns. You never know. So in this video, we are going to be going over all the dinosaurs, what they look like, what they do, and how to tame some of the bigger ones. Anyway, I spent too long on this intro, so let's get underway. So as you see here, there are multiple dinosaurs in this mod pack. I believe there is 50. If I'm mistaken, please correct me down in the comments. But 50 new creatures, 50 new spawn eggs, and of course 2 new bosses. So let's start off with the first row of spawn eggs. So first things first, we are going over the first dinosaur that we're looking at is the Nautilus. Now, even though this ain't typically considered a dinosaur, it was made in the dinosaurs era. It is a hard-shelled fish, and you cannot attack it without it being out of its shell. Because if you smack it, I think it's only in survival. If I went into survival and I smacked it, the guy would go back in his shell and swim around and you wouldn't be able to damage it. Second thing that we're going to be looking at is the Pteranodon, or the Petrie. These are a flying reptile. Again, not considered a dinosaur. It is more along the aviary ancestors. And there's a little baby. Yeah, little baby. Second thing that we are going to be looking at, and again already, it is one of the big boys. This is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now this Tyrannosaurus has a couple different variations. You can choose it to be feathered, or you can choose it to not be feathered. You can change that in the configs. It doesn't sport any typical what you think a Tyrannosaurus skin should be. As you see, it's just a brownish, dark brown upper body with a lower brown underbelly. Now, the next thing that we are going to be looking at is the Plesiothor. Again, a water dinosaur. He's not very big, but he does kill Nautiluses apparently. And I think that's how you feed him. He's he's a very fast little thing. Okay. I know I'm not going in order on my thing. I recognize that now. Nautilus. Coelacanth. Next one is another fish. Is the Coelacanth. Now, the Nautiluses and the Coelacanths and alligator gars, which is the next one, can all be found in the overworld as a naturally spawning not dinosaur, but creature, mob. Can be found in lakes, rivers, and oceans. Now you see all the other you see a couple dinosaurs kind of already out there. That's because I have the prehistoric spawns mod added in to give me the chance to have them spawn naturally in my world. Next thing we're going to be looking at is the Triceratops. Now each of these have a male and female variation, and they will differ in some way. Let's see if we can get a male or a. I think these are all females. Come on. Ah, is that a male? Or is that a female? Honestly, I cannot tell. I think these are all females. Next one is another fish. It's a sturgeon. Now, the sturgeon is another one that I believe you can find in lakes, rivers, streams, and stuff on your typical Minecraft world. Next thing is the, technically scientifically, that's the word I'm looking for, the scientifically accurate Velociraptor. These things will have little feathers. They are very quick. And they do like to climb walls and be a real pain in the ass when it comes to having them in an enclosure. And if you piss them off, then you will, they will jump on you and pretty much attach to your head and continuously do damage until they kill you. And that is all for the first row of dinosaurs. Now let's go over for the next one. For the next row, we will be starting off with the Gallimimus. Now, these are another scientifically accurate thing. A majority of the dinosaurs in this mod are scientifically accurate. It has feathers, of course, and it's a quick little, not little, but thing. It doesn't really do much. Next is another big carnivore, the Allosaurus. Now the Allosaurus, again, is another carnivore. It will attack everything on sight, as it just shown. It murdered that Velociraptor. And, of course, you can tell it's a Allosaurus with its head crests on top. Next is the Diplodocus. And the Diplodocus is another water dinosaur. It will spawn in water. You hatch the egg actually in the water. Next is the Pachycephalosaurus. The Pachycephalosaurus, of course, has his thick dome skull, and I believe if you get two of these, you can possibly find them headbutting each other in a kind of little standoff. The next dinosaur is the Ankylosaur. Not really much to see here. It typically looks like what you would think an Ankylosaurus would look like with its club tail. Next is the Compsognathus, or the Compy for short. Now these things are really tiny. You should see and if I can catch up to it, I will show you how tiny the baby is. Get your ass back here. See that very, very tiny baby. Now, in a survival standpoint, if you run out these and you do have them spawning in your world naturally, if you run into these, not very dangerous. They don't do much damage, but if you do get in a pack of them, of course they will rip you to shreds. Next is the Deinonychus, which is another Velociraptor-looking ancestor. It is a bigger version of what you would think the raptor looks like. Again, with the feathers, it sports and it's dead. Damn. Let's do this. It sports the white face, kind of a beakish front. It likes to climb walls and will be a very pain to contain in a normal standpoint or enclosure. Now, did I already go over the copy? Pachycephalosaur, Ankylosaur, Spinosaur. Next is the Spinosaur. Spinosaurus. Now this one likes water. He doesn't have to be in water, but he does like to swim around in the water. He can be a, you can have him in a all aquatic area, or you can have him in a swampy, dense biome. He will get up on two legs and walk on land. He doesn't suffocate. I believe that is all for this line of dinosaurs. Let's put these back. Actually, I don't even have to put them back. I got these. Now, the next bit of dinosaurs here. Next one, I'm going to have to use World Edit X. Let's grab this, select this position, and go to this position. Damn it. This one and this one. Damn it! Fuck. This one and this one. There. // expand. Forward down. / set water. Okay. Now this one is the Mosasaurus. Now, recently with the new update, the Mosasaurus has gotten a new animation where it can leap out of the water and attack its prey. I hope it does that, but if it doesn't, it really doesn't really matter. But this is the Mosasaurus. He is a giant fish and likes to swim around. Its favorite food is nautiluses. It likes to hunt nautiluses. So if you have that in an enclosure, then that's the best thing you would want to have it in. Next one is the Stegosaur. Typically what you would think a Stegosaurus would look like. This one does have two different variants. If I can find it, yes. Is the male and female variant. Typically the male is the more vibrant one. And the female is the kind of dullish one. Next is the Brachiosaur. This is a giant herbivore, and that's really all to say about it. It attacks you. It's docile. If you attack it, it'll attack you. The same as most of these dinosaurs, if they're not tamed to you. Next is the Sarcosuchus, which likes to be around swamps. It is a giant alligator. It's pretty cool design. I like how its animation and how it moves and stuff like that. It's not a bad looking model. Next is the Dryosaur, and it is an adorable little thing. The noises that this thing makes is really sweet. It's very sad when you see one of these things die. Let's just say. Next is the Ceratosaur. A Ceratosaur is a small, medium-sized carnivore. Small to medium. It will attack you and it likes to hunt in herds. So if you have multiple, they'll typically stick together. So let's put this back up. And go back over here to the chest. Okay, so the next set of dinosaurs. For the next set of dinosaurs, we will be starting with the Confucius. I think it's called the Confuciorius. I have no clue. But it's a tiny little bird. That's really all I have to say. Tiny little bird. Next is the Medullaraptrus. Now the Medullaraptrus is a sea scorpion pretty much. And it will go into the water if I get them close enough. So let's just spawn a couple over here. Megaloraptrus. Be in the water. Next is the Ornitholitis. Ornitholitis. I think. I might have butchered that. This is a very fast thing. I want to say it's a carnivore. I haven't really messed around with this one, and it died. This is the Hindotis, which is another sea turtle kind of thing. Yeah. You can see the different color variation for the male and female. Next is another sauropod, the Diplodocus. I think it's Diplodocus. Yes, Diplodocus. And as you see, it's another sauropod, same as the Brachiosaur. Next is the Sapati, which is like another bird-like creature. This one I want to say is it's more avian. It likes eggs and stuff like that, but if you attack it, it will attack you. Next is the Pachycephalosaurus. Pretty dinosaur. You can tell whether it's male or female by its crest. The males have a nice bright red crest, while the females have a dull brown crest. Thericinosaur. Another herbivore. As you see, he keeps on eating a bunch of grass. Fairly big herbivore. Does a moderate amount of damage. I think that's all for this little bit. Let me put that in there and grab these others. Next one that we're going to look at is the Ichthyosaur. I think this is yes, it is pretty much a prehistoric dolphin. I want to say you can find this out in the world too, but don't hold me to that. I'm not sure. Next is the terror bird, the Gastronus. This thing is very aggressive if you find it out in the wild, and will attack you pretty much on sight. Then you have the dodo, which are just adorable little things that lay eggs. Pretty much a prehistoric chicken. So let's grab the others. So we'll go with the terror birds next. I'll just grab the rest of this. Next is another terror bird. The Clecan is a giant terror bird and will attack dodos apparently. Then you have the Phosphoracus, another giant terror bird, also very aggressive. The Titanus, another terror bird, which is kind of smaller, and apparently the Phosphoracus will attack the Titanus. Looks like the Titanus is winning. No, Phosphoracus won. Then you have the prehistoric, the Ice Age dinosaurs, which is Mammoth. Then you have the Smilodon. And then you have the prehistoric horse, the Quagga. There. Then you have the Elasmotherium, which is pretty much a giant rhino. The Megalosaurus, which is kind of like a camel. Then you have another one, the Megalodon, giant freaking shark. I think the Megalodon and the Mosasaurus are friends. Okay. Yeah, the Megalodon is bigger than the Mosasaurus, and if you have them naturally spawning, you can find those out in the ocean, which is not a very fun thing if you're on a boat. I think you're going to need a bigger boat if you run into those. Sorry, that was corny. So the next set, or the last set of dinosaurs and creatures. This one isn't a dinosaur. It is a new variation of a slime. It is the... Do I have it set on peaceful? Yes, I do. It is the tar slime. These things can be found spawning around tar pits, and if they jump on you, they will give you blindness and slowly kill you. The Archeopel Arth Artheo Arthi. I'm just gonna call it Arthi. I'm not even gonna try anymore. A giant kind of like a centipede looking thing. Never actually seen this one. Then you have another thing that isn't a dinosaur. This can actually spawn from a failed incubation. So if you are incubating your dinosaur or your DNA, it can have a chance to fail and it'll spawn one of these, which is a Velociraptor. Now these come in different colors, and when they move, they look kind of cute at first. Some of them just look terrifying. But when they move around, they will leave a slime trail, which ain't very nice to have around your base. Then you have the Diplodocus. Don't get it mixed up with the Diplodocus. This is a sea dinosaur, or a water dinosaur, and it's getting murdered. Yeah, they're all getting murdered. Then you have the Crassigneris, which is another sea creature. Didn't know that. Get in the water. Get in the water. There you go. So you don't die. It looks more like a tadpole because it has legs. Then you have the Platybelodon. Oh, that's not a sea creature. That is a elephant-looking thing. Platybelodon. Then you have what I like to call the Tic Tac, or is a sea creature. Might want to put that back in there. Which looks kind of like an alligator almost. Then you have the bane of existence, never want to create, the very pain in the ass kind of thing, is the prehistoric dragonfly, the Megalania. Or not, wait, no, this ain't the Megalania. This is the Megalania. The other one, the dragonfly, is the Meganeura. I got those confused. This is just a giant lizard that if you attack it, will give you poison. Where's the Meganeura? I know that's in here. Let me look it up. Meganeura. Megalodon, Megalania, Megalosaurus, Medullaraptrus, Meganeura. This is the bane of existence. The Meganeura is a prehistoric dragonfly that will, by far I say, quite literally rip the flesh off of dinosaurs. It is very aggressive to your dinosaurs, and they spread and they breed like rabbits. Very, very a lot of breeding. Oh, I mean a lot of breeding. Now, if we go into, I will be showing the biome, which is one of the biomes in here. Hey, the baby T-Rex that I hatched last time. It's growing up a little bit. I think these attach themselves and are going to lay an egg in the Rex. You good? You good? I think they're just playing with the ball. Never mind. Now I'm going to go into a normal world, and I'm going to try to hunt down the volcanic biome that this mod adds in. So I will be back in, I want to say 30 minutes, but for you all, it's just going to be a couple seconds. I'll see you then. So I've went, and it's been about almost an hour now of searching. So I want to go ahead and I downloaded a mod called Nature's Compass, because I have been searching for this thing for almost an hour now. Tried a bunch of different things. I tried the magical snow globe, biome markers, couldn't figure out what those did. Couldn't figure out how to use the magical snow globe. So I looked it up online and I found Nature's Compass. And apparently it's about 300 blocks in front of me. The volcano island. So we should be rolling up on that here soon. I hope it is there and not a glitch. Might as well just fly. Ah! I see. Aha! There it is. There is the volcanic area. I have my biomes on very small, but this is just one of the small little volcano biomes you can find. I'll go find a bigger one in just a moment. But with this one I can show you. Actually, wait. No, I'll just find a bigger one. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm about 800 blocks away from this other volcano. Hopefully this one will be a bit bigger. Hey, what do you know? A thing. Ah, the lag. Loading in new chunks. The military base was right there. Probably lagged me a little bit. Approaching about 500 blocks away. Ogre. I want to say this is going to be an actual volcanic island. I think that'd be cool. 200. And should be coming into the distance any second now. Ah, there it is. Come on, hold in. There's some lag. Load in. Come on. I just have to. Ah! What in the hell? Okay. Ah, there it is. Yes. The volcano. Volcanic island. I can put this away. Yep, this is the volcanic island that Fossils and Archaeology adds in. It's kind of laggy because I want to say lava may or may not be flowing. I'm not 100% sure. It's a fairly big island. Yeah, because if you look up on my mini map, you can see how big this island is. This is a very, very rich island. It especially for fossils. So if you're ever able to come across this legitimately in your Minecraft world while playing on this mod, then I'd say you're gonna be set for a little bit. Like for example, right down here, see bone structure. Let's see. Does this go any further? Yes, it does. It looks to be a rib cage. You know what I could just do? I can do this. I just do this, go over here. It's a fairly big rib cage. Go like that. And I do / replace. Stone. Air. That's a big rib cage. Yeah, but if you just dig around here, you can find little bone block, little generated structures like that, little rib cages, bone features. And something cool that I think I just found is the water here. If you put down water here, it's kind of like a murky red. The same thing as the sky gets kind of like an ashy cloud bit. There's the volcano. Other than that, I think I'm done with this video. So, oh, there's one more thing I want to test, and this is something. Apparently, if you plant a sapling, S-A-P, sapling, grab sapling, bone meal, and grass. Oh, grass turns gray. Like a gray, ashy kind of bit. If you plant a sapling and you bone meal it, it's supposed to... Ah! Yes. The leaves turn a gray, kind of ashy. But as you see here, you see a lot of surface fossils, stuff like that. Not a bad area to make a dig site. So, I guess on that note, I will see y'all in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below what I should do next when it comes to what mod I should go over next. And I will be sure to get to that. Other than that, I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.